Hey, good morning, guys. Question for you. Does the College Football Playoff Committee get it right? I would argue that they don't, and I'd argue that they never have. Not in one of the 7 seasons. And they're not going to get it right this year. And here's my argument. The average margin of victory in the semifinal games through the playoff seasons is 21.1 points a game. Take that to the average margin of victory in the championship game is 15.3 points a game. Is that better than the BCS system? I don't think so. The average margin of victory in the BCS was 15.2 points in the championship game. So they're going to change in a couple of years to a 12-team playoff. And they're saying this will give other schools and other conferences the opportunity to get into a playoff and possibly win a national championship. And while it's exciting to have more football, and we all want more football, has anybody really enjoyed watching the college football playoff to this point? Like, the semifinal games are a joke, right? Last year they put Cincinnati in. They got blown out. They put Michigan in. They got blown out. So the question is, should you get into the college football playoff simply because you won your conference? Does winning a weaker conference make you one of the 4 best teams in the country? I would argue it doesn't. I would argue that you may still have the best 4 teams in the country be from one conference, namely the SEC, because they've dominated football this century. Right? I mean, you've had the ACC win a couple, you've had the Big Ten win, but for the most part, it's been the SEC. And for the most part in that, it's been Alabama. Right? So we're going to have it again this year where they're going to throw Ohio State or Michigan in, depending on who wins the Big Ten. TCU may get in, or maybe they decide to throw Oregon or UCLA or USC into the mix. But I'm guessing that they'll probably put TCU in. But are those semifinal games going to be any good, I ask you? I would argue that they're not. I would argue they're probably not going to be any good because they haven't been good up to this point. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me where I'm wrong. Throw it at me. Have a good day.